We've all been there. You set up the lights, frame the perfect shot, hit record, and the person in front of you just turns into a complete robot. The personality disappears, their answers get stiff, and suddenly you're filming a corporate memo instead of a human being. Here's the truth. Getting real, powerful answers has almost nothing to do with the perfect question list. It's about two things: preparation and the environment you create. Because the best doco interviews aren't interviews. They're conversations that just happen to be recorded. So today I'm going to show you how documentary filmmakers get people to forget the camera is even there so you can capture answers that actually feel alive and human. And stay with me because later in this video, I'll show you the simplest trick I use that instantly melts that awkwardness on set, plus the interview structure I follow that makes editing feel 10 times easier. But first, we need to start where real documentaries start. The interview starts way before you hit record. It starts the moment you reach out to your subject. And your goal in pre-production is simple. You want to walk right into that shoot day already knowing what story you're chasing so that you're not sitting there hoping that something interesting magically happens. Step 1, do your homework. This is where most people get lazy, and it shows in the footage. Not just read their bio, real research. What do they do? What do they care about? What are they proud of? What's the tension? What's changed? What's at stake? Because the best moments come from questions that they haven't heard before, that aren't generic. And I don't mean weird questions just to be different. I mean questions that prove that you actually understand them. Okay, step 2, do a pre-interview. This is one of the most underrated things you can do. A pre-interview is off camera. Low pressure, no gear, no performance, just a phone call or a quick coffee. And you're not grilling them, you're just listening. You're listening for story beats, patterns, emotion, parts where they light up, things they love to talk about, and things they want to avoid. Those are the gold zones, because people will actually tell you where the story is without even realizing that they're doing it. And if you do this properly, you'll walk into the shoot day with a mental roadmap. Step 3, don't send them the questions. This one matters. That's how you get rehearsed answers. And if they ask for them and they follow up, just give them broad topics like your background, your turning point, the hardest moment, the lesson. Because if you hand them the exact questions, they'll write out their answers and then they'll memorize them in their head. And if they write out the answers in their head, you don't get real answers. You get safe answers. Now, here's where the biggest mistake happens on set. If you're shooting this with a minimal crew like I do, your job is not just lighting, it's not just camera settings, it's not even just directing. Your main job is to make someone feel safe enough to be real with you, because the second they feel that they're being judged, they start to lock up. And no matter what, you can have the best lens, the best camera, the best audio, but if they feel the pressure, the footage, it's dead. So here's how you kill that pressure. Number 1, don't put them in interview mode. Immediately stop putting people straight into interview mode. If you can, set your lights and your framing without having them sit down. Use a stand-in, a chair, literally anything. Because when someone is sitting there while you're tweaking lights and adjusting a tripod, they start feeling like they're on display. They start thinking, am I sitting right? Do I look weird? What am I doing with my hands? They get nervous. Now all of a sudden they're nervous before you've even asked a question. So build the set first and then bring them in. Okay, 2, make the first 5 minutes feel not like a shoot. Bring them in, mic them up, and then just talk to them like a normal person. No big announcement like, okay, we're rolling. Just small talk. How's their day going? What's the weather been like? Anything. It kind of just lets people drop their shoulders. And what you're actually doing is giving their nervous system a chance to settle. 3, start recording while you're doing this chat. So if you start recording while you're chatting, not in a sneaky way, but just in a don't make it a moment way, the hardest part won't be answering the questions. It's crossing the line from normal human to I'm on camera kind of human. If you make that line feel invisible, you'll get real answers. And you'll notice something. Once they've been talking for 30 or so seconds, they stop thinking about the camera. And that's when they start to turn back into themselves. So once you've got them relaxed, that's when you can structure and guide them properly. Relaxed people still need direction. Otherwise, you get a lot of rambling and not a lot of usable story. You guide them through 4 layers. This is a structure that gives you a story that actually edits into something pretty cinematic. Layer 1, context. This is where you give the audience the world. Where are you? Who are you? What's the situation? Without context, the story has no frame. Layer 2. Now we go from facts to moments. Not what do you do, but tell me about the time you realized. Walk me through that day. What happened next? Give me a real example. And one of the best prompts you can use here is take me there, because it forces your subject to put themselves back in that moment. Layer 3, emotion. This is where the film becomes human. What did that feel like? What was going through your head? What scared you? What surprised surprised you? What did you not expect? The layer 4, the takeaway. This is your closer. What did you learn from it? What did that change in you? What do you want people to understand? This is where your best sound bites live. It's where the meaning of the story comes out. And the meaning of the story is what makes people care. Now, the next part is where your interview goes from good to documentary, and it fixes the most common mistake that I see. Here's something people often get wrong. They think that a documentary has to be sitting down, perfectly lit straight into the camera. And yes, most of the time that's right. But it's also the fastest way to make people freeze up. Because if you're sitting in a chair with a lens pointed at you, it's inherently unnatural. So instead, see if that person is better moving. Walk with them. Get them to show you some things. Let them explain while their hands are doing something. Show me how this works. Walk me through the process. Take me to the place it happens. It instantly takes the pressure off, because now you're not asking someone to perform, you're asking someone to demonstrate, because now you've got a story plus visuals at the same time, not just a talking head in a nice frame. So my favorite way to do things is to start with a walk and talk, loosen them up, capture the world, build momentum, and then sit them down at the end and pull those clean emotional quotes once they've warmed up. Okay, before we wrap up, I want to give you a couple of small adjustments that make a massive difference when you're actually in the interview, because this is where a lot of people accidentally ruin great moments. Here are a few doco techniques that will instantly improve your interviews. Don't react too hard. If someone says something emotional or heavy and you go, "Oh my God, that's crazy," they'll react to that and they'll snap into like a performance mode. You want to keep your energy calm, make them feel safe. Number 2 is repeat the last few words. This is a bit of a cheat code. If they say, "I didn't think I'd make it through," you just say, "You didn't think you'd make it through." You reiterate what they said and then shut up. They'll keep going. They'll go deeper. Number 3, ask for the scene, not the summary. If they give a summary like, "Yeah, it was a pretty tough time," pull them back and say, "Okay, well, what happened that day? Where were you? Who was there? What did it look like?" Scenes make documentaries. Summaries make corporate videos. Number 4, let them finish the thought. A lot of people cut in early because they're nervous. Don't. Make sure you let the sentence land. Let the pause live for a second. That's where the honesty shows up. And number 5, don't be afraid to go again. If they nailed it emotionally, but it was messy, don't apologize, don't make it weird. Just say, "That was amazing. Can we do that one more, but a little bit slower or a little bit shorter?" And most of the time people are happy to. And the second take is often perfect. People get a chance to rethink what they just said.